Greetings, and welcome to another Video8 camcorder video. What's this about, you might be asking? Well, if you can't read video titles, I'm going to make you wait a little bit. First of all, first things first, this is what I paid for this. Arguably way too much, especially for a camera that I don't think I'm really going to be using other than this one video. But it came in this Optex bag. There's nothing in that one pocket over there. There is no pocket over there. And in the front pocket, what we've got, we have the umbilical cord, which is great because it uses one of this style. I think I have one of these sitting around somewhere, but be darned if I know where it is. And then here is the battery charger itself, which again, good to have because it uses somewhat special batteries. There's nothing else in that compartment. So then we come basically to the camera itself. I'm going to get this open here. We'll take a look at here in a second. We have a small world of Video8 tapes, some of which are opened. I think they might all be opened, I'm not really 100% sure. Some of these very definitely have footage on them. There's another one. Actually, no, this one looks like it's sealed. That one's got some video on it. It says Kodak videotape on it, but it's actually a Sony tape. There's another sealed one. And another sealed one. So a couple sealed tapes. Nice to have. Here's a large battery. BT-H11U. As well as a smaller battery. BT-N1. Both of which are probably stone dead, but I'll give them a try anyway. Here's the AV cable. A cassette shell adapter for a VHS-C camera for some reason. I don't know how that ended up in there. Actually, this isn't for a VHS-C camera. This is for an SVHS-C camera. Apparently this is the Super VHS version. Fancy stuff. And I always thought that these took batteries. But it doesn't look like this one does. Of course, I'm not 100% sure how it really works. And last but not least, I have the user manual for the camera, which is indeed a Sharp VL-E34. And a couple of pens. Let me clean this up and we'll take a look at the camera. Here it is. Sharp ViewCam Hi-Fi Monaural VL-E34. I don't know if any 8mm cameras actually, because this is not Hi-8, this is just Video8. I don't know if any 8mm cameras were non-Hi-Fi. I think that was kind of a feature of the 8mm format. I've certainly not seen any of them. I think even my old Codavision 2400 has Hi-Fi audio, but in any case, I guess it's something of a distinguishing feature from the VHS-C counterparts, which I think basically none of those were Hi-Fi. With an LCD screen, there's your microphone there at the front. It has a square lens-ish. It is still mostly circular, but there it is, with a square lens cap. So I'm going to put that back here. 8x power zoom with autofocus. This camera is the very definition of a base model. It has no features basically whatsoever. There's your AV out right there. Your battery or your DC input goes down there. And that's basically it. Those are all the controls that you got. Nothing else. Really the only fancy feature it's got is the backlight compensation. There's a speaker there. There's a zoom up there. So, what we can do now, and what we will do now, basically, is we will go ahead and just switch straight over to this camera, assuming that it actually works. So, I will be right back, thanks to the magic of videotape. Okay. It looks like we're recording now with the Sharp ViewCam. Let's see, what's the model on this? VL-E34. Video8. I think it's Video8 anyway. Yeah, Video8 camcorder. The tape basket was making an interesting noise earlier, but it seems to be playing back. It seems like it might even be working. There's the camera that I was using. Quick test of the zoom here. Let's see, does the autofocus work? There we go. I'm glad I got the power supply with this camera, because otherwise I'm not really sure what I'd do. Because it does take a somewhat special battery. Maybe I even have a battery in the camera bag. But yeah, this seems to work a lot better than my VL-E36. I think that was an E36. That camera that I had a bigger LCD screen and a few more features, but it definitely had bad capacitors. It's got a notice on the top of it. When self-recording with the screen facing towards you, be sure to position the lens at the top of the camcorder. If the lens is at the bottom, the picture will be recorded upside down. So I presume that what they mean... No, you're not even really going to be able to see it. So... Anyway. I don't think I've got a working battery with this camera. I'll take a look and see if I can find one, but... Okay. We're using a battery now. Let's see how long it lasts. Not very long. I'm already getting the blinking battery light of doom. And this is the only one of the two batteries that would actually charge. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done. That's all it gave me. That's not very good. Let's see if we can get a little bit more out of it. It's funny, it's complaining about the battery, but yet I'm pairing it from the wall. I was wondering why the field of view is so narrow on that. It's because it was zoomed still from the last time I used it, but we're outside. I think that's the battery, that's not the dew alarm. So that should be good. Did I close the door? No, the door is open. So, a quick little outdoor test, I suppose. And we'll see how this does. Okay, now it is worth noting that the camera was flashing the dew clog light at me. Now, I don't know if that just means I need to clean the heads, or if that means there's actually a legitimate problem. But it did that when I had the camera inside, too. So... I'm also not really sure why all of a sudden it's flashing the battery light. Okay, we're back inside now, because apparently I had some problems. I don't know if it was with the power supply or what, but now I'm not getting the blinking battery light of doom, so I guess maybe it's working now? Hopefully it's working now. So I guess we'll just continue our test up here. It's a very basic camera. There's no options on it whatsoever. There isn't even really an on-screen display. I was trying to mention it. I don't know if I actually got through it, but the camera was flashing the dew clog light at me. And it's been doing that every time I start and stop a recording, so it's possible this isn't even turning out at all, and I'm going to have to reshoot all of this. There's a button that says lamp off. I'm thinking that that's probably for a tally light, although this camera doesn't have a tally light. Of course, there's backlight compensation. I don't know if it actually works, or what it does. Doesn't seem to really be doing anything. Focus. I think I just turned the autofocus off. No, autofocus is still on, so I don't know how that works either. So it's kind of weird. So really, this is a bare bones camera. So anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and conclude the video there. So that's pretty much it for this video of the Sharp ViewCam VL-E34 Video8 camera. Thanks for watching, and if you have any comments, feel free to leave them below.